Deep within the heart of New Jersey lies the Pine Barrens, a sprawling forest where the trees stretch endlessly, casting twisted shadows over a land few dare to explore after dark. Among the tangled branches and dense undergrowth, an ancient legend has taken root, a legend of a woman whose mournful cries can still be heard echoing through the night. They call her the Wailing Woman. Her story begins centuries ago, when settlers first came to this untamed wilderness. Among them was a young woman named Eliza, a beautiful and kind soul who lived in a small village near the forest's edge. She had fallen in love with a man from a nearby town, and their future seemed bright, filled with promise. But as fate would have it, tragedy struck in a way no one could have foreseen. One fateful night, a vicious storm swept through the Pine Barrens, its winds howling like the spirits of the dead. Eliza's beloved was traveling home, navigating the treacherous paths through the woods, when he was lost in the storm's fury. Days passed, but he never returned. Eliza, consumed by grief, wandered the forest, searching for him in the rain and the darkness, calling his name, but there was no answer. Weeks turned to months, and the village began to whisper that Eliza had gone mad. She refused to believe that her love was gone, convinced that he was still out there, lost but alive. She ventured deeper into the Pine Barrens, further than anyone had ever gone before, disappearing into the wild, never to be seen again. The legend says that on stormy nights, when the winds are fierce and the sky is black, you can still hear her cries. The wailing begins as a faint whisper, barely noticeable against the wind's howl, but soon it grows louder, more desperate, echoing through the trees like the sorrowful scream of a soul in torment. Her voice carries through the forest, calling out for the one she lost, begging the night to return him to her. Many have heard her. Some claim that the closer you get to the heart of the Pine Barrens, the clearer her voice becomes, as if she is standing right beside you, invisible but present. Some say she is searching for help, while others believe she is warning you to leave, to escape before you meet the same fate as her lost love. But not everyone escapes. There are stories of those who ventured into the Pine Barrens after hearing her cries, determined to uncover the truth. They believed they could find her, perhaps even bring her peace. Yet, those who sought her were never seen again, their fate sealed by the same forces that claimed Eliza all those years ago. There are also tales of sightings, fleeting glimpses of a pale figure in white, drifting between the trees like a ghostly mist. Her face is always obscured, hidden behind her long dark hair, but her presence is unmistakable. Some who have seen her say that she appeared just before a great storm, as if her sorrow summoned the winds and rain, her tears fueling the very tempest that had taken her love. The Wailing Woman is more than just a ghost story. To the locals, she is a reminder of the dangers lurking in the Pine Barrens, a warning to those who think they can conquer the wilderness. They say that if you hear her cries, you must turn back immediately. To follow her voice is to follow her into the darkness, into a place where sorrow reigns and escape is impossible. For centuries, the legend of the Wailing Woman has been passed down, her haunting voice becoming a part of the very fabric of the forest. To this day, hikers, campers, and even locals avoid the deepest parts of the Pine Barrens after nightfall. fearing the sound of her mournful wails carried on the wind. And so, the wailing woman of Pine Barrens remains, forever searching, forever calling, her cries echoing through the endless trees, an eternal reminder that some grief is too great to be silenced